We're out here in the garden having a look at a Chilean guava. We're in the middle of October now, and they're finally ripe. They are these amazing berries that originally come from Chile, hence the name. They're in the myrtle family and actually in the botanical family, the same one as the guava, which is interesting, was probably where it gets its name from. They have been in this area for a long time in the UK. They were known to be Queen Victoria's favorite berries, and they are absolutely delicious. If you leave, we picked quite a few of them before they were completely ripe and they still tasted good, but if you leave them till now, they just have the most amazing flavor. We find, well, it's been said in our family, my children think it tastes like a sweet known as Hubba Bubba, which is quite tropical and zingy and just so delicious. So it's definitely a wonderful one to have because it just sort of prolongs the whole berry season. So I wanted to pick a few of these now so that we could taste them and you could see how they look inside. One more thing I wanted to say is they're really easy to grow. I barely fed them. They're just in a little pot here. I'm going to actually plant this one out into the garden because it's gotten so big now. But I have a photo of how it looked earlier on this year, back in March. And if I show you how it looks right now, it's really quite tall. You can see I put it through this frame just to help it because it's quite floppy. But if I show you how it looked back in March, so you can see it does grow incredibly quickly, and it's going to be wonderful just to hopefully get more and more berries every year as it continues to grow bigger and bigger. So I'll pick the little berries now and have a little taste test inside. So I've got one here I've cut in half so you can see the inside. There are a few seeds there, but I would really liken the berry in texture and everything to blueberries because they also have those few seeds that don't make any difference at all to the overall flavor or texture of the berry. They're just so delicious. Again, I've likened them before to the Hubba Bubba sweets. They're really sweet, really zingy, just really wonderful, and I can't recommend them enough. If you do have a little pot and a little sunny spot, that's the best place, I think, to grow them. I'm also going to try to put this cultivar, the Bellaberry, into the ground, as I mentioned, because I just want to see how it does there too. I've got a little spot for it, so that'll be really fun to try. But they absolutely are really easy. They just grow in any kind of compost. They're not picky with soil type, so I put them in regular garden compost, and they're so fine in that. But yeah, if any of you are growing them already or are thinking about doing it, do add a comment. It'd be lovely to hear from you. Let me know what you think of them. They're just so fantastic. I hope you think so too. But I'll see you next time, and until then, happy gardening!